Hi guys, this is something a little bit different today for the channel. Basically, I recently realised that I've somehow managed to get over 800 subscribers, which is insane. And with this channel I've always kind of been quite quiet about what I'm working on, just giving kind of single comments here and there and largely leaving it up to guesswork until I actually announce what I'm working on or release what I've been working on. So just to say thank you for kind of 800 subscribers, which is ridiculous. I am going to go through each of the videos that I'm working on currently and kind of announcing upcoming projects to give you guys an idea of the sort of things that you can expect from me in the next year and a bit. So first of all, you might have seen these on Twitter. I announced that I'm going to be working on 6 more custom figure reviews for each of the classic Daleks. So that would be the Dalek Emperor from Evil of the Daleks, the Mutation of Time Red Dalek, and the Curse of the Dalek Supreme. Following that, I'll be doing the red and silver striped saucer pilot Dalek from Dalek Invasion of Earth, the red and black saucer kind of space commander from the Dalek Out of Space book, and then finally the chief Dalek from Day of the Daleks, which is a custom. It's quite slight, but it's quite noticeable when you compare it to the official release. So following that, obviously, we've got the next big FA that I've been working on with Sean Mozzie, and that is The Last Soldier. So we've already had a trailer for that, and that's well on the way now. That's probably quite close to being completed. It's just being edited, and then once that's done, we'll be able to release it on In Time Adventures. So that's the next thing we'll be working on. Following that, we'll be going back to the 60s, potentially, for a big chief review of the first Doctor William Hartnell figure. That's something I've been planning for a little while. I've never actually recorded it, so it would be nice to get that out. We're staying in the 60s for the next production, which is another FA, and it is the Dalek Invasion of Skaro, which I'll be revisiting. I finished off the script for that, and it's unique in that there are actually quite a few scenes that were filmed for it that weren't used for the final edit, because at the time I was going through a lot of stuff and I was too busy to work on it properly. So I'll be able to revisit that and finish off that story now, as I originally intended to do, which is great. So I'm really excited about that. Next up we have an oddity. So you might remember the Daleks series that I made ages ago, and those were kind of more in the style of my old videos that were more comedic, and they were a bit more tongue-in-cheek. So I was planning to do another film called The Dalek Bomb that I never released, and I have re-scripted that theme, and I'll be using that in a new episode of the Daleks in the same comedic style, using that theme and utilising old images from filming that I've still got from the original version, and I'll be reusing any of the old material I've got from that and repurposing it for a full The Daleks episode, and that'll be a finale for the Daleks videos. So that'll be the end of that series. After that, we've got another FA that's not about the Daleks for a change, and this will be the Cyberman Heirarchy video, which has been requested a few times, especially since the Daleks Hierarchy video came out. That'll obviously be shorter because there aren't as many different kinds of Cybermen in my movies as there have been of Daleks. But it's still quite an interesting idea, because obviously the Cybermen get fleshed out a bit in Mechanus attack system, and the 60s Cyberman Heirarchy is something that I'm interested in, and I do develop it in my own way for my videos, so that'll be something that's fun to elaborate on. And then following that, we will have a top 15 video. So top 15 classic figures is something that I've been planning to do for a little while, inspired by users like J. Arkham Reviews and Ben Morris and their videos, Pertwee Smith 11. So that's a nice kind of easy thing for me to do, where I can talk about different figures. I probably wouldn't include customs in that, obviously, because I'll have talked about those enough in the figure reviews, but it'll be top 15 officially released classic figures. So following those small projects, there's one other major FA project that I'm currently preparing to start working on, and that is a continuation of Mechanoid Attack System. So it's called Return to Mechanus, and it features the Mechanoids, obviously, and it chronicles the events of what happens on Mechanus following the events of Mechanoid Attack System. I'm not going to say anything else about it, but the script is finished for that, and we're ready to start filming that whenever I get some free time. I'm really excited about that one. So that brings us to the end of all the videos I've got planned coming up for the future. Obviously there's quite a lot there, and it's going to be some time until we see some of the later ones on that list. So Return to Mechanus is probably the furthest away, but it is on the way, and they'll be in production kind of throughout the later half of this year and maybe into the start of next year. And yeah, so hopefully it's nice for you to know what's coming up. In addition to what's on this list, there are also several other things, just smaller projects, additional reviews and that kind of thing. So feel free to comment below what you'd like to see next, and the order of these isn't set in stone. This is just a rough order based on the time it takes to produce these things, to film these things. But yeah, feel free to comment below if there's anything that you want to see first, and maybe that'll help shift the ordering. Until the next video comes out, I hope you have a nice day, and I'll speak to you all soon.